bad things are going to happen. They will. Like, people are going to hurt you. They're going to betray you. They're going to lie to you. They're going to deceive you. They're going to be after something that you might not even know that you gave up, right? That's okay. It's going to happen. But stick to your core values, stick to your core person, and you'll be all right.
You learn the hard way who to work with and who not to work with. And that doesn't mean I get it right all the time, but I'm someone who I have no pause in firing a client if I can clearly see that my team's peace and my peace is not being protected. And there's, because of the type of work that I do, like the video production and stuff like that, there's a lot of people have opinions and not all of them necessarily know about it, and then they hire you. And I really think that, yes, I value people's opinions. I work with clients, I make so many changes, but at the end of the day, if you came to hire an expert, you can't be telling the expert how to do every single thing.
Thank you.
We failed over and over and over again for almost a year on a daily basis. Failed because we weren't able to accomplish our mission and to arrest who we were sent there to arrest. But every mission that we did and every operation that we did, even though it failed, we learned a little bit, right? And through every one of those failures, we were finally able to come up with the plan to circumvent that corruption and to be successful. So, don't be discouraged from your failures. Learn from your failures, right? It's one thing if you fail and you keep failing, but learn from them, right? Learn why you failed and what you can do differently. And that's exactly what we did. And we got pretty good at failing because it was just over and over and over. And there's a great quote that I have in the chapters of my book. I have quotes under every chapter, and I think it's about chapter 13 or so, where it says, by Denzel Washington, if you're not failing, you're not even trying.
I really, really firmly believe this, that persistence and resilience and all of those qualities get you so much further. Like, if you don't have those qualities and you have the schooling, but you don't have what it takes and the grit and the determination and all that stuff that you cannot teach, right? It's just, you have it or you don't. If you don't have that, you can have all the schooling in the world, but it may not help you.
It seems to me that people never want to believe that you're there for without any agenda, right? And that's something that I wish didn't exist in us, but this someone who doesn't believe, non-believer, believes in us.
But do you know why that is? It's because you've been abused your whole life, mentally, emotionally. You've been abused your whole life to believe not to trust, to believe that somebody's got an alternative motive, to believe that somebody wants something in return. They don't understand the few people in this world that don't want anything in return, could care less about getting anything back in return. There's virtually very few. This was something that I learned over my life, and that I've lived this life now for the last 20 years like this, where I will, if I've only got $5, you need some money right now, I'll give you the rest of my money in my pocket right this second. You see, I mean, and I wouldn't even blink an eye.
One of my podcast guests, Alan Langer, he owns 7 Secret Sales Academy. He's a trainer and goes a lot around the country and teach his people sales. He's got a book, and the main principle of his book, the first principle, is help, not sell.
So you have to find what really you're passionate about. Are you passionate about selling cars? Are you into cars? Are you into motors? What are you into? But you got to find out. And the day it comes is if you're not digging it, then you got to say, this is not for me. I got to do something else. I hope I answered your question. I hope I did. But being yourself, knowing, don't let ever anybody like talk down and what you want to continue on doing in life. Because life goes like that, brother. Life goes, you know it. I'm telling you, I don't know what your age is right now, Sergey. If you're 20, 28, 29, or 27, I don't know. But life, I'm like, I wake up the one day and I go, wait a minute. I'm doing what, 60? I mean, are you kidding me? What's going on here, you know?
Yeah, life's passing by really fast. We have to make the best of our stay here on this planet.
I end up in this spot not because I had a plan. Like I follow one step and then try to take the next step based on what I see in front of me. Yeah. And I've lived my life like that. And some people can't. Some people, they need to have their 6-year plan. But living in this way has led me to this fantastically unique opportunity. And I think it's also because I'm here. Because like I said, Ukrainian work culture is very much of like, how can we solve this? Can you help? Great, let's go. I'm really excited to have the opportunity to work on this project.
Yeah, man, that's the philosophy that I'm actually implementing in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It also took me to a really good place in life where you take small steps.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, yeah, guys, setting goals are, sort of good for us, but sometimes, especially if you're a lazy person or, not this systematic, just thinking about this one step could be less worrying, it could be less tense. And you do the step, and then when you're there, you decide, you improvise on the fly. And if you have this connection between your brain and your heart, you're listening to your intuition, it will always take you somewhere. So I believe in this wholeheartedly, that there's a bigger plan, and for all of us, and you use the word calling, and I think it's a beautiful word that signifies that every single person can find something that they were gonna truly enjoy.
I think it's simple. First off, I appreciate you having me on the show, and if you're listening out there, it's important. And you've heard me say it a million times on the show already. Do your research. Understand that there are people out there that can definitely lift you up, and there are people that are out there that can hold you down. Get away from those people that are holding you down. Find the people that want to lift you up, and they will be able to point you in the right direction. The support network that you can have is incredibly important, because trying to do something all alone, on your own, is lonely, and it won't last forever.
It's really everything. Our success and our journey is really determined by our frame of mind, right, and how we think. And if you spend time and energy thinking about what you could have done and what someone else is doing and how you're doing it in relation to society's expectations or your parents' expectations or compared to your friends, it's not a healthy way. It's not a healthy way to live. Some people figure things out at 30. Some people then reinvent themselves at 42. Yeah. Some people reinvent themselves again. And we're living in a world where things are constantly changing, right? So you have a job and a career, tomorrow it could be something else. And I think you've got to be open to the idea that whatever happens, you will work it out.
I think the main thing I want to leave you with is that if you're starting a business or you're a creator or you're doing a podcast or any of those things, and you're not in a position, or you haven't put yourself in a position where you're monetizing or you're growing rapidly, I would say you need to put in the reps. You become someone different the more reps that you put in, the more that you're able to release yourself from the results, like how many views you got and how many people paid attention to it, right? Like if you start to disconnect from that and you just put in the reps, you're going to gain an audience, you're going to get momentum. I've been on calls that found me from videos that had 100 views. And those calls could have ended up in 6-figure business deals. And it wasn't because I had so many views. So it doesn't mean that what you're doing isn't like a high value thing. It means that you don't have enough awareness yet.
Life is short. You never know when something could happen. You can either choose to be upset for however long and continue to stay upset, or you can be upset in that moment and then go, right, okay, I don't want to be upset forever. I'm going to find a positive. What is that positive? Who do I need to go to? If I can rely on myself, great. If there's other people around me, fantastic. If there's people not around me, I will find people to help me.